So I have created a word game that turned out to be so addictive that the next few days I was just playing this game without doing much else. But before going to the mechanics of the game, I want to ask you one question. What do you think is the distance? We tend to think of a distance as the amount of space that you have to travel between two dots on the 2D plane or two dots on the 3D space, and you have formulas for that. But actually, the concept of distance can be broadened to arbitrary objects. For example, the colors. The distance between the two colors that match should be 0 because they are just the same color. And the distance between the colors that are very close to each other, for example, red and orange, should be something small. By contrast, the distance between white and black colors, which are very far from each other in the color space, should be maximum. Similarly, you can think of a distance between the words in a word space. So the same words, cat and cat, have the distance 0, and the word cat versus can has the distance 1 because they are exactly one letter away. And if you think of the words cat and cute, you have to sort of make two modifications to the first word to get the second word. And this is what Levenshtein distance is about. It shows how close the words are in the word space, so you can estimate the amount of actions that you have to perform with the word in order to get some other word. For example, to get the word 8 from cat, you have to first remove the letter C and then append the letter E, and you get 8. So the distance between those two is 2. But if the word is completely different, you have to replace the first letter and then the second letter and then the third letter, and the distance between them is just the size of the biggest word in this list. Okay? So what you can do from here is you can take any word, for example cat, and have a list of words that are just one letter away. That should be very easy, but what if you have the reverse task? By giving the list of all the words that are just one letter away from the target word, you have to guess what that target word is. Or better yet, you have only two words that you know are one letter away, and how hard do you think it can be to guess the target word? Or better yet, if you have a list of words that you know are all 2 letters away from the target word, do you think it will be difficult to guess the target word? And so this is what Levenshtein Guess game is about. You are given a list of words, and you know that all of them are one letter away because it has the number 1 in parentheses, and you have to guess the target word. So pause the video right now to give it a try on these 3 words, but spoiler alert, the target word is rod, because you can replace the first letter here, or the second letter here, or the third letter here, and you will get the word rod. And the funny thing about the game is, if you are given a list of words that, for example, 2 letters away from the target word, you are typing your guess. And if your guess is not the target word, then the word, which is your guess, is appended to the list, depending on how close it is to the target word. So think about it for a moment. If the word host is one step closer to the target word than the word lost, then replacing the letter L with the letter H moved you closer to the goal, which means that probably the target word has the letter H as its first letter and not the letter L. Or maybe it's the second letter. I don't know. So definitely give it a try at bestsiteever.ru/Leven and share your thoughts and share your results in the comments below. Have fun!